I was... Hello and welcome to Diniz Farms. We are here with another episode of Autumn Oaks today, so hopefully you guys are ready for something a little bit different today. We're gonna be doing Autumn Oaks with some of the members multiplayer. I figured we had enough fun trying to do Silage all by myself last time, and so we're gonna get some help in here. I've got a few members here from the community on the server already getting set up, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game straight away and see if we can get everybody all sorted out here and ready to go, and then I'll catch up on chat because I see we've got a fairly full house already today. Good to see y'all in the chat here. We've got in the game, we'll start there, we've got Nagi, CZE Code, Dairy Deer from the staff team, and Godly Devil all in the game with us today. And so our plan for the day is going to be to start up here in this alfalfa field that we've got to the north of the farm and pick up that haylage that we cut last time, get that into one of these silos and see where it goes from there. We might jump into corn silage after that, so we'll see how it is. Pleasant View Farms, good to see you in the chat, sir. Bo Hunter 94, good to see you, man. Jason Merritt, the storms down here weren't too bad. We had a couple of big rolling thunder here right before the live stream, about an hour before the live stream here. I was really worried we might lose some power, but everything came back. Polly Count Taz, good to see you, man. Henrik, it's always good to see you, sir. Faber Farming in the house. Julian, it's good to see you, sir. Hope all is well for you over across the ocean there. And we've got Charles Siders. We are not on Xbox tonight. However, I was setting up for an Xbox stream a little bit earlier today. We're doing some testing offline, and we'll be getting going here on that soon. So we've got most of the members over here. I think everybody's trying to find some equipment and get started. I think Dairy's gonna actually help us out by hitting the forage harvester here first. So I thought I would punish him by making him run the forage harvester, since it's a little bit his fault that we're doing a pull behind forage harvester in this series. It was his suggestion, so we're gonna let him get that down and out to the farm here and get things kicked off for us. We're having just a smidgen of lag here that's going to level out for us, I think, as we get going. I just uploaded my single player save here to the multiplayer server earlier today, and so we haven't had much of a chance to play on it at all today because we were not wanting to advance the time too much. We don't have a lot of time here in the evening on late summer, and playing with seasons, we're kind of limited on what we can do. So We've got everybody getting some equipment hooked up here. We're going to leave the 4020 on the blower here. And I think we've got Godly Devil going to jump in the rake with our small utility tractor. Get that running out to the haylage field there in the back. And we've got Nagi and CZ Code here getting the forage boxes all ready to go. Now, before we get going here with these, we're going to need to make a small change to them. So I'm going to see if I can jump in here and customize these. We have to remove the roof since we're going to be doing kind of a pull beside. And so that's going to disconnect them here from our tractors. And we'll need to get those hooked back up here. Let's see if I can find a similar spot here. We do have the mobile repair shop. Causes a little bit of lag multiplayer, I think, but it should work out good here. So we've got both of those all configured to be able to do some silage here. And with that, we're going to head on out to this field here. It looks like everybody's all ready to go. And so I think we're waiting. I think Godly's going to have to kick us off by getting the rake out there in the field. So I'll be jumping in a pickup truck and following them out here in the field to get started. And following along here, it'll give me a chance to get caught up on chat in just a moment here. So I think everybody's ready to go. And we had to switch our truck out before the live stream here. It made a lot of the members sad. I think people were hoping I'd forget and they'd get some early access to that awesome Ford that I've been driving around. But we swapped this out for a different truck here to get us going. And we're having just a moment of lag here. I'm gonna wait for that to stabilize here. Who else do we got in chat here? Toby Neal, welcome to the stream. We're getting set up and getting going here, so I'm getting behind on the chat just a little bit. Chris, am I excited for FS22? Absolutely. Bronson Farms, the 7810 is indeed a public mod. It is released by Diniz Farms over on Mod Network. Good to see you, Owen. Do I still play FSN? I haven't played FSN in a little while. I'm hoping at some point to hop back into that, but recently I've just been a bit too busy. I'm trying to figure out why my pickup truck won't go anywhere. It seems to be stuck in this wall potentially, because we are not we're not moving anywhere here. So let me grab maybe this. I'm gonna be able to pull it out. I think it's stuck in something invisible on the wall over here. Yeah, I'm not even able to super strength my truck out of the wall. Always something. So let me jump into flight mode here for a second, and we're gonna just fly over there and catch up with everybody. I'm pretty sure they're already heading out here. It looks like we've got Godly over here getting the hay here all raked up. And I think what we'll do, so I think we'll start here. This is a good spot to start. We can grab this hay, and then after we're done with this section, we'll head back to the alfalfa field up north of the farm and hit that up next here. So it looks like we've got the forage harvester running over here with the white tractor. And I'm not quite close enough to see who's driving the carts yet. Oh, maybe it's because I turned my HUD off? I'm not sure. We're not getting player names. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out what I've done to remove the player names. Maybe it's because I have flight mode on. There we go. Flight mode removes player names. That's fascinating. So we've got Dairy Deer and Nagi here starting us off with the silage. Godly's gonna get easily ahead here with the rake, it looks like. And so I think we're going to send Godly Devil into the alfalfa field once he's done raking this segment up. And I'm going to switch in here and grab some equipment in just a second while we're figuring this out, though. Toby Neal, because it's a Chevy. There you go. Yeah, it's always something with multiplayer, and you're switching mods out, and things get stuck, so... Caleb, you're sitting in a hospital. Well, hopefully you're getting better soon there, dude. I know that it's no fun to be down and sick. Hopefully you're getting a little bit of entertainment tonight. And Cody, it's not on Mod Network anymore. He took his page down off there and moved it to his own site. I didn't think he took his page down from Mod Network, but maybe he did. But I know he does have all of his mods released on the on his own website as well. So I don't recall what that is off the top of my head, but I know he's linked it on his Facebook page. So we're going to reset our truck here real quick and see if we can get that sorted out. Because I have no idea why it's stuck in the wall here. And so hopefully this will let us get this thing going. Road Warrior 13 with the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. I think my notifications are slightly delayed here on the stream. But at some point here shortly, there it is. We'll get a little bit of a foghorn. How you doing, sir? Appreciate the donation. It means a lot. And I'm still unable to get anything to drive. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to come in and look at my controls and just double check that my accelerate didn't get remapped to something wonky. Oh my goodness, there's always some kind of a technical difficulty, I feel like, when we live stream lately. So there's accelerate. Here's brake. It should work. We've got the steering wheels working because my wheels turn here. So I am not sure what's going on. I can't accelerate with the keyboard or the steering wheel here with this thing. I'm gonna jump in something else real quick and see if it's just that vehicle or what's going on. But let's see if we can sort this out. Yeah, forward ag, exactly. Road Warrior is definitely out to impress. I appreciate the donation a lot, sir. It means a lot. We're gonna keep things moving here. Adjusting settings simulator 19, exactly. So I'm unable to move in any vehicle right now. I have no idea. This was working great right before the stream. I had moved a couple vehicles around, and now I'm completely unable to move anything. I am logged in as a farm manager, so I have access to the vehicles. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to back out of the game for a moment and jump back in, I think. We'll see what's going on here. Permas Modding, how you doing, sir? You're missing the painful farm simulator troubleshooting stage of every live stream, it seems. So we're gonna try and figure this out. Before I jump in, though, I'm gonna look at my controls. I do have the steering wheel set up. Everything looks like I would expect it to look. So let's jump back into multiplayer here and see what happens. Toby, I gotta get the Chevy off of the server. Nothing. Everything was working fine before then. Logan Sawyers, welcome to the stream, man. Do I have a Seasons Pass for 19? I do. In fact, if you look in the description of the video here, you can actually pick up the Season Pass for FS22. with the Kedrick Farms code. It'll help support the channel, and it works with the Steam copy of the game. So that's a new development. While the game itself, you have to buy on Steam if you want to use it on Steam, there is a ability to use the DLCs with, what do you call it? You can buy the DLCs from Giants and apply them to your Steam game. All right, so we are still unable to drive any vehicle in Farm Sim 19. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna unplug my steering wheel here, and that's gonna apparently lock up my game momentarily. But I'm gonna see if this works. I cannot. Maybe Nagi can move this thing. So apparently it's just me that has no ability to drive any vehicle. This is gonna be a really unfortunate stream if I'm unable to drive. Oh, there we go. I don't know. For some reason, Nagi moved it, and now I can drive. My steering wheel is unplugged, though, so I'm going to have to use the keyboard and mouse here. My goodness, it's always something. Well, we're going now, folks. Apologies for the disruption. And so we're going to head on out here. I'm still loading the map now, so everybody's going to experience a little bit of lag here on the multiplayer server while the last guy in loads the map and drives around a little bit here. And so I'm going to cause all kinds of rubber banding for everybody else for a couple of moments. I am really encouraged by what I've heard from Giants about FS22. It seems like they've improved a lot of the syncing mechanics in FS22. And so issues like what we're experiencing here are supposedly going to be much better in the future. So the goal for tonight is to jump back here into this alfalfa field and do our haylage back here. We got a little bit of raking already done back here, so we should be able to jump in and start doing the silage back here pretty quickly. I'm going to park this truck here for a second, and I'm going to jump over here. I think we've got everybody already doing some haylage here in our contours over here by field 30. And so as soon as they're done with that, I think we're going to jump back here and do a little bit of haylage on the alfalfa. Pleasant View Farms, appreciate you stopping by for a little while. Hope you have a good one. I know you've had a busy couple of days. Toby, so this actually isn't a Chevy. This is the NMC pack from the in-game mod hub. I've used this on a few saves now. It should work fine. It's a fairly straightforward mod. I think we're just experiencing a little bit of multiplayer lag here related to the fact that I had to exit and come back in. Usually I try to join multiplayer games about 10 minutes before the stream. You can see I'm still loading segments of the map here. I've got different things that have not yet fully loaded. And so that causes everybody else a little bit of lag. But we've got the silage machine running here. It looks like we're moving these trailers back and forth. And we got, it looks like Godly coming back into the game as well. Ketter, do I like pickup truck polls? Hayden, I don't go to a lot of truck polls. We've done a few, I've gone to a bunch of tractor polls back in the day, but not a lot of pickup truck polls, to be honest. Pork Chop, good to see you, sir. Things are going well. Well, they're going well-ish. They're going fine for me. The stream seems to be struggling a little bit today, but we're getting things sorted out here. I'm going to tab out here for just a second and see if we can sort out a couple of our performance tickers here. It looks like we're locked up here on that part, and there we go. The game is kicking again. Cody, you're actually doing haylage right now on Autumn Oaks? Nice. Yeah, we've got some hay going here, and we've got a little bit of alfalfa for tonight. And then, depending on how fast we get through all of this, we'll also have some corn silage. Hayden, I should come out to Camden, Michigan. You're having a truck pull on Saturday? Nice. I don't know that I'm going to make it out that way. Saturdays are typically our biggest or busiest days for the family. We've got soccer games and water polo usually that we have to attend for the kids. J. Joe, Billy Bob, good to see you in the chat, sir. I'm going to check. It looks like I'm flying around a bit fast here, so we'll get super speed turned off here. Get some good sights on these tractors. It looks like we might be a little loud here on the game sound, so let me know if the sound balance seems a little bit off tonight, and we can try and adjust some things. We're apparently still seeing just a little bit of lag. I'm a bit surprised. I was on for a good while earlier today, and we didn't have any of these kind of problems on the server when I was testing, so it saves everything for the live stream. Crew Elder, welcome to the stream, sir. Sounds like the sound balance is okay. Derry seems to not be missing much on the pickup. That is unique, exactly. It's almost like he's got some kind of real-life experience to pull from. I'm waiting for these guys to crash into each other. So I couldn't help but try out this white tractor. We needed one more tractor on the farm to run all of our equipment for tonight, and this has been on the mod hub for a little while. This was by Julian F. Modding, and it's just a great looking mod. I hadn't had a chance to use it here on the stream yet. However, this is a tractor that I've actually had a chance to drive in real life back in the day. We used to have a white dealer right near where my grandparents lived, and I drive by it every day and get to see all of the white tractors, and they had a lot of Gleaner combines and stuff in the shop there as well, so it's kind of cool to see a piece of equipment that you've used and been around 20 plus years ago in the game here, and it's got a pretty detailed interior as well. I felt like he did a pretty good job of staying true to the tractor and the design here. So it's a great looking machine. Well, okay, yeah, it's actually got a plow wheel setup. If I pull up the HUD here for a minute and we look at the right tractor size, one of the things that I liked about the wheel setup options is that you actually had a plow tire option. And so we had a tractor that we ran like this because we actually ran a, I think it was like a 7-bottom plow or something like that. And so you would have the duals on one side and the single tire on the other side. And so I really liked how they set that up, because it's a really common configuration that you would see on some of these tractors back in the day. So it's pretty cool. Braden, we're running 2 wagons right now because all we have to do is run them right up to the yard here. We could probably use a 3rd, but I figured we'd have a bit of downtime here as these sections are kind of small and require a lot of turning around and such. So we've already cleaned out this section. I think we need to send the forage harvester here back to the alfalfa field. Let me just tell them where to go. There we go. Looks like Dairy's got it, and they're gonna head on out here. We've got both wagons empty and ready to go. So we're gonna start moving back there. I'm curious if I can still drive this truck now that I've been out and about. It looks like no. So we are continuing to have some kind of an issue driving vehicles here. I think we've got Godly in here cleaning up some of the raking that we've done. And yeah, we're going to town here, but I think we're going to have Nagi give this truck a start again, because I cannot drive this thing for the life of me. I'm not sure what control we're having a conflict with here. It just doesn't go. I can start it, I can stop it, and now I can drive it. Oh, fascinating. There is some mod conflicting with this invalid system G920. It doesn't like my steering wheel. Fascinating. Okay, well, the steering wheel is causing the issue with the games, folks, so we'll stop trying to get that to work. We'll get this pickup out of the way so that people can get out here into the field. And yeah, I'll put this right here. Julian, have I tried out Western Australia? Not yet. I got sent a copy of it actually the day before it came out, and I was unable to play it because I was on vacation over the long weekend. And so today is my first day back from being gone for the long weekend. And we're just getting started here. So looks like we're waiting on our cart to get going here. Here we go. We should be all good to go for silage. And so I'm curious to check out the Western Australia. It's a 16x map, I believe, that Lancey Boy, or I'm sorry, it's a 16x map, and I'm trying to remember who originally released it. I can't remember who did the map in the first place, but Lancey Boy has edited it and sent me a copy of it. He released a copy on Facebook. And so I'm definitely going to be checking that out here soon. Let me get... I lost my chat window. That's why I'm a little disorienting for just a moment here. Where do we go? Chat window. There we go. And so what I like about it is it's a really large map here that we're going to be able to do a lot of cool things with. And so I do want to check that out. It's got precision farming added to it. It's got just a lot of little updates to it that should really round it out pretty well. The Nagi says the NMC is the issue. Dang loners. There you go. Permas, wonder if a plug isn't all the way in. Yeah, I completely unplugged the steering wheel now, so it seems to be working better now. I'm not having the issues I was having a few minutes ago with at least choppiness and general ability to control my guys. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be working a little bit better. I'm really liking these Meyer forage boxes here. They seem to be working out pretty good. They hold a good amount of volume here. And work well with the pull-behind forage harvester when you've got it hooked up to the chopper. It looks like they might be just struggling a smidge with getting it to shoot in from pulling alongside, but that's farm sim for you. It always looks a little bit weird. I think we need to get the box has to stay a little bit farther up here, so we've got, not sure who we've got driving these today. Probably got Derry in here and someone else, but I don't get names anymore in my HUD for some reason. So I have to look at the map here. We've got CZ Code and Derry running it right now. When the wagon gets full, can you show us unloading it? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to, oh my goodness. Brian Oxendine with the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. We're gonna hop up here, and once this gets full, I'll probably take over the cart here from CZE, and we'll run it up to the yard. It looks like Nagi has snuck in here and taken over the auger. The joys of farm sim silage loading. The auger seems to have a mind of its own sometimes. I'm just loving the silage auger mechanics here as the auger goes all over the place. Alright, we're gonna... I don't think I have the universal passenger mod installed. I don't usually put mods like that in my single player save. So I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna steal CZE's tractor from him for a little bit. And we're gonna run this back up to the farm and unload this in the silo. I want to see a couple of things. I want to see how full we're getting there for haylage, and make sure that we're putting it in the right spot. I guess I forgot to see if we needed to move the blower into a new silo or not. I can't recall what we've got in the silo that it's hooked up to right now. And we've got Godley's cleaning up my mess of windrowing that I did earlier, getting everything all lined up nicely for the chopper, or not, it's not even a chopper, it's a pickup to come through and pick up all of this alfalfa. Ryan, how you doing tonight? I am doing well. We're stumbling through technical difficulties on the live stream tonight, but right as I was about to say things seem to be smoothing out, we have a burst of lag and I almost go into a pond. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut on how it's going tonight, and we're just going to keep driving here. We are going to turn our flashers on because we are a bit of a hazard tonight. And keep moving. Brian, good to see you. Glad to hear you're doing good. We had an exciting day today. It was the first day back to school for my kids, or at least the older kid. I guess the younger kid technically doesn't have his first day of school until Thursday. We're going back into school, and so we'll be really excited. I mean, I love my kids, but it was nice to have a quiet house today because the little one went out and the older one took the bus to school, and so for the first time in weeks, I didn't have to drive a kid anywhere, so I was really excited about that. So we're going to turn the HUD on here, and I'm a little bit worried. One of the problems we're having is because we've got auto driving course play installed on this save, and we've had some issues with that in multiplayer here, so I'm expecting one of those might actually be causing the problems, even though we're not using them. We had a lot of problems with having those mods on the server at one point. So I don't know what's going on, but we just hit a ridiculous amount of lag. So we're at 200 milliseconds. Oh my goodness. it's going to be a struggle tonight. Autumn Oaks is such a great map, I agree. Toby, just a bit of a hazard tonight. Well, you know, we're more of a hazard tonight than normal. So we'll jump in cab here for a second. We really don't want to hit this blower because it takes so much to get lined up. It's really painful. And we're going to go right here. I just had it. With the lag, it's a little tricky. So I'm going to start overloading here into this silo because we'd already been going into this silo. Let's bring it up here. I believe it's this one. And yeah, we're putting grass in the correct one. Luckily, that worked out well that I had that hooked up to the appropriate silo here for us. And so this is going to continue to ferment into grass silage for our feed, which is great. And yeah. Now, these wagons do unload fairly slow, unfortunately, so that's part of, you know, I guess just the downside of using the blower and the wagon in this combination. So at this point, we've got both wagons full and sitting here waiting to be filled up, so... or sitting here waiting to be unloaded, and that means that our chopper is sitting there doing nothing. Brian, exactly. It's raining here in Michigan. Yeah, it's been raining this evening quite a bit where I'm at as well. In fact, we had a really bad thunderstorm right before the live stream, and so I was expecting to have a bunch of internet problems. I don't know that the problems we're having tonight are actually related to the internet so much as we're just having a lot of lag with the server at the moment, because the rest of my internet seems to be working fine. Oliver, today was your first day. We're in the Metro Detroit area, so my 16-year-old started school at high school. Today was his first day as well. So this is, yeah, going incredibly slow. I think realistically, it's not too far off from reality. If I remember correctly, when I was looking up how fast a blower would push material up to the top of a silo this big, I'm trying to zoom all the way out to see how many feet I think this is, but this is a pretty tall silo. I think the unload speeds were supposed to be like 10 to 15 minutes, which is great that this is semi-realistic, but realistically, I don't want to sit here and wait that long to unload a trailer like this. So we might need to pick up a couple more trailers and dedicate one tractor to running things back and forth and managing this process so that we can get these boxes moving a little bit faster. Curious what another forage box is going to cost us. Where are we at? Are they in the loading wagons? I can't remember where they show up here in the store. Looks like right here. And so we could get another box for... we could lease one for $1,800. Why don't we do that? See if we can keep things moving a little bit here. I'm all emptied out though, so I'm going to drive this back up, see if we can get things moving, and maybe somebody can grab a pickup truck and run this empty forage box in the yard out to the field so that we can keep things moving a little bit. Toby, you guys got 3/4 of an inch last Thursday and Friday. That's nice. Although, from what it sounds like, a lot of places that were experiencing a ton of drought are now getting a bunch of rain right when they don't want any rain because it's time to start getting out in the fields and doing some work, and they're getting rained out at the worst possible times. Oh, Brian, you're in Harrison Township. Nice. Yeah, I'm in the... what just happened? immovable sign. Awesome. I keep forgetting I don't have my steering wheel. So I have my steering wheel sitting in front of me, and I'm trying to steer with it, and it's not working. All right, well, let's get this guy out in the field and get going here with our silage. Core, what's going on? Good to see ya. It looks like, well, here, I'm going to say it out loud and things will break. It looks like things have finally stabilized, though. I'm wondering if maybe it's the vehicle speed sync mod that's causing us some grief. I'm going to give it a try here in a second, and if our lag picks up as soon as I start using it, we may suspect that is part of the problem. If I can remember what key it is. I think it's like shift 4. We're also almost out of fuel. There we go. We are sinking. And we're off to the races. See? Everything's working out just fine. Yeah, Brian, I'm about sick of the rain myself, so. You're in the Grand Ledge area. I'm not sure I'm familiar with where Grand Ledge is. John, you have fresh maize trying to put into the silo on the main farm. The blower doesn't attach. Also trying to use the bunker, but there's no fill level. I haven't tried to use the bunker. And fresh maize is the next thing I'm going to be trying out here. Although, I think doesn't the fresh maize go into the bunker on the far side, the smaller harvestor bunker? Oh my goodness. I was trying to pull forward past him out of the way as he turned around. Oh goodness, Altoona Gaming. Oh, appreciate you rejoining as a supporter here, as a member of the channel. John, you're right, that is the cracked corn. Let me see if I can bring up the menu here. If I bring this up, it should accept fresh maize here in the chopped corn. But in order for you to use this, you have to actually use a silage harvester or a forage harvester, I think. They're coded specifically to give a different kind of crop fill than you get from the base one. I can't remember if it's a special piece of equipment that he included or what the deal is there. I'm not quite sure where we're going, so we're going to pause here and wait while we figure out where that tractor's headed. Brian's over in Harrison Township. Oh my goodness. Brian with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Alright, we're gonna switch out here. We're gonna let Noggy take over because we're just about full anyway. And he's all empty and ready to go. And with how long this takes, we're gonna start heading up. It looks like Godly Devil has finished raking this field, and so it probably makes sense to send him over and start raking in the other contours. I think we've got some more areas that are in need of having all of the hay raked up into windrows. We're going to try and sneak through here without having any collisions and run this right back up to the farm. Joe Jones, you think we need a new white tractor driver? He was taking a little bit of a field trip there. We're experiencing some poor internet today on the server. Henrik, appreciate you coming out to the stream tonight. As always, sir, it was good to see you. We're having all kinds of fun on stream tonight. West of Lansing, Oliver. Okay, good to know. So I was curious, I should have timed. I'm curious how long it actually takes to unload one of these forage boxes. We didn't pay that close of attention while we were up there. I was too busy trying to figure out how to lease a third one to kind of keep things moving. And it seems like we go from things being fine to things being not fine in a really short period of time. J. Joe, you're gonna head out for now. See you later. Have a good one, sir. Appreciate you coming out. So we're gonna pull right on up here, get this thing unloading. If I can find the little tiny fill trigger here. There we go. And this time I've got to remember to refuel this tractor before we head back out with it, because we're definitely running low on fuel. Brian, stay safe. I know the storms have been crazy lately. James, when's my truck coming out? Well, it's not my truck. It would be from Northwest Mods and Edits. I assume you're talking about the Ford that I used to have on this particular save. We did get rid of that when I moved it up to the multiplayer server because it's not yet released. Hopefully soon. I haven't had a chance to check on his Facebook page here in the last couple of days, but I know he was getting close last time I talked to him. So we've got a fuel barrel here on the farm. I believe it's right over here on the side by our two equipment storages. I'm pretty sure I've used it once. I think it's right over here. So we're going to bring the tractor over here. Yeah, this is the diesel fuel right by our equipment sheds on the west side of the farm here. Derek, you've moved a time zone closer to me. Have to get used to these new stream times. Well, welcome to the stream, sir. It's always good to see you. We are unloading the slowest forage box in the world. We're at 25%. We'll get there eventually. Josh Sanders, you're busy grain carting tonight. In real life, hopefully? Sounds like a blast. Alright, are we done yet? 15%. We've got Mr. Jones in the chat. Good to see ya. Truck is still being worked on and tested currently. Hope for a release soon. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to stop in and talk to Northwest Mods and Edits lately, so hopefully he's doing good. Did that trailer come with the map pack, John? This trailer did not come with the map. However, they were released on Diniz Farms' Facebook page. I'm trying to remember who did them in the first place. I think it was somebody else actually did the forage boxes and he released them on his page. So it's Appalachia's Modding. Dairy Deer in the chat with the save. I'm might be in the way here, or I might not. I'm trying to figure out where the fill point for the fuel is here. I've got too much stuff to see it. There we go. It's way out here for some reason. So the fuel point is not right next to the tank, but rather out here a little ways, so that's cool. At least we found it. And I'm all full, so now I gotta see if I can get out of here without crashing into too many things. And I forgot I picked up a blower for each side of the farm here, so I didn't have to keep moving the blower around. So that's awesome. And I'm not actually sure if people who don't have farm manager permissions are going to be able to refill the tractor. So let me hop into the menu here and just make sure everybody has rights to do things on the farm here. Should help out in case anybody has anything they need to do. And let's get going. Why is it that nothing is moving? We have no lag right now. Oh, it's the vehicle problem again. I can't seem to move the tractor. There we go. Turning it off and back on seems to be resolving this not driving problem. It's always something, I tell you. Yeah, the audio on this tractor is really good, I agree. I like this. It's not overpoweringly loud. It has a good sound to it. Some of the tractors that we've been driving here on our different series, like the Lincoln Creek series, are obnoxiously loud or incredibly too quiet. And so it's really hard to find a balance with the audio sometimes. Robin, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Justin Risinger, I missed you in chat earlier. Been playing basketball all night, but just wanted to stop in and say hi before hitting the hay. Well, good to see you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Josh, off to bed. First day of school tomorrow. Have a good one, sir. Nagi's almost full, so I'm right here behind him. He just dropped his trailer, though, so I'm going to sneak around him here while he figures that out. And we'll be in a spot here to take over, it looks like. If I can get caught up here. There we go. I have to say, Vehicle Speed Sync is probably one of the best multiplayer mods that came into existence. We're falling behind here just a little bit. We'll get in position here and get our speed sync going. Luckily, audio should be more uniform in 22 since the modders will have access to the sound tool that Giants is using. That's my hope. I suspect there'll still be a lot of mods that don't follow that pattern, but I would expect that they're going to standardize on things more in the mod hub moving forward now that those tools will be available. Because a lot of times it's the mods on Mod Hub that are the worst offenders for being inconsistent with their audio levels. So I would love to see Giants kind of implement some standards on that as things move forward with them continuing to flesh out the Mod Hub over the iterations of the game. Zach, have a good one, sir. Good seeing you in the chat tonight, as always. We seem to be getting into a rhythm here. Everything's working great. We're filling up on this alfalfa. It's alfalfa, but it's just going to turn into grass silage here no matter what it was. When it gets cut, I think it actually goes onto the ground as grass, which seems to work out pretty well for this edit. easier than having a bunch of different fill types that essentially you're going to do the same thing with. Living on a player, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. If we pop open the menu here, it looks like Nagi's coming back up here. Godly Devil's down here, still raking away in the other part of the map here. So we've got a full crew on tonight, or full crew for our small standard-sized farm here. Given that we had to buy and lease additional equipment just to keep everything moving. I feel like we're definitely finding a good rhythm here if Nagi's already on his way back out, because I'm gonna get close to full here soon as we get to the other end of the field here. I think I'm actually gonna be filling up here. I'm at 91% already, and oh, he already circled in behind us. He's a sneaky forage box driver there, so we're gonna pull on ahead here. Right now we're getting full. If I had a horn, I'd honk it. And we'll run this right on up here and get it back up to the farm. What I could really use is one more tractor so that we could get that on the forage box. We might have to find something that we can lease to keep things moving tonight, because I think we've got at least one person that's sitting slightly idle here. So we'll see if we can find a, scrounge up another tractor here that we can use. The joys of trying to ramp up a single-player game into something that's suited for multiplayer. I thought buying one more tractor would keep things moving tonight, but seeing that we can actually keep 3 trailers moving when we're got the forage harvester going here is a little bit of a surprise. I guess I didn't think it would fill up that fast. So I'm gonna run this up here. Old School Farming and Old Iron Gaming on Facebook is a good place to find some of the mods I use. Absolutely, Toby. Yep, I like to use a lot of the older mods here, and so we Old School Farming is where I've gotten a ton of mods for some of my past series. Bronson Farms, have a good one, sir. CZE is unloading them. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Probably don't have a PTO here on the pickup for unloading. We probably could use the pickup to run them back and forth between the field, and then just leave the 7810 up here for unloading the trailers here maybe. That might be a better option, or at least a slightly more realistic option, I'll say. So we'll have him run that one back out to the field, and we'll leave this tractor here to do the unloading, I think. That'll make more sense. And then we can just quick disconnect and reconnect trailers out at the field and up here at the farm a little bit better. If we had one more of these like smaller 40-20 style tractors sitting here, we could use that to run the forage box. But this will work out. So let's zip back out here. Let's see if I can find a way to... There's nothing to teleport to out here, so I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Permas, is there an ETA on the update to the Wilson step deck with the new herbicide mechanics? That's a great question, Randy. Yeah, I probably should just shorten it down to code. That'll be easier. So we're making amazing progress here on this field. It looks like Nagi's about to get full here. And so he's going to run this full box up and dump it off, pick up an empty box, and get right back up to unloading here, which will work out great. And then Code's going to... Oh, crash counter for Nagi. I don't have the crash counter down tonight, folks. But this is going to be minimal downtime as Nagi turns around and gets back going here. We've got Code running this trailer back up to the farm with the pickup, which he's going to be able to do pretty quickly. And I'm guessing that that other trailer is pretty much emptied by now. In fact, I should probably stop goofing off here and jump back up here and check on that. Oh, we're not quite emptied here. We're 40%, so it looks like we're still going to be running a little bit behind, even with 3 of these wagons going. I think that this is probably going to be one of those things that I tweak a little bit. I like to make small modifications to a lot of the mods that I use. And this one could use just a little bit of an increase in unload speed. And there's the update from Permas. Got a couple of small issues that he's run into. Isn't something he can fix. Nothing game breaking, just haven't uploaded it yet for a release. We're at 10% here, still unloading. I'm guessing he's right behind me here, so he'll drop this trailer off and I'll disconnect and he can grab this one from me real quick as soon as it's empty. And then once he gets going, I can get this lined back up at the auger here. There we go. So I'll drop this box, let Code grab it here. Oh, we're running into this problem. Let's restart our tractor. Now I can drive. I've got to start it twice every time. We're going to be doing some troubleshooting on this tomorrow. I love when things break out of the blue. The nice things with this forage boxes, though, is that you can pull them right up here and you don't have to come at it perfectly straight. Like, it's going to figure it out and follow you in. It's a pain to back up, but it's really easy to just kind of get it lined up and get it going here. So I'm digging that. And then let's dive into this silo here. I wanted to see just where we're at. So we are getting ahead of the fermenting, which you would hope, but the way things work in Farm Sim, it's already moved quite a bit of material over from the raw input to the grass silage side of things. But we're going to have plenty of this grass silage to feed our animals here. I am not worried about having enough feed for them through the winter at this point. So we're going to let that keep going. And, oops, why did it shut off? We'd like to leave it running. It kind of needs to be on to power the PTO. And we're going to head back out here to the field and see how everybody's doing. It's been just a minute since we've checked in on Godly Devil, so let's fly over here and see how he's doing. We've got all of these big grass areas are getting raked up in beautiful straight lines. You've seen me do this a number of times in the series so far, and my lines rarely look this straight. So he's doing an awesome job over here of getting all of this grass raked up here. And we're going to have a lot of grass silage going into the bins here, which will be good. It'll be good. We'll get lots of feed for the winter. Randy Springer, thanks, Permas, for looking forward to the release. Yeah, me too. I got the privilege of previewing that on a video here not too long ago and had a lot of fun with the updated mechanics, so that'll be a fun one to get out. Brian, welcome to the stream. Mo Gaming, how's it going? Nagi's running a cart back out here. And we're sitting idle here. So that's the only thing I don't like right now is how much downtime we're having with having to unload these carts. And it's not like we could do anything else about it, though. I mean, we're still unloading that cart back up at the farm. So I think this is probably our most efficient approach for the time being. Tim Maslin, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. We are doing good tonight. We had some kinks in the early part of the stream, but we seem to have ironed all of those out. And now we're moving and grooving on all of this haylage. So we'll definitely get this back field of alfalfa all picked up today and get that into our silos. We've got a couple of passes left here, it looks like. I'm curious what this corner up here looks like. Brian, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Randy, I did notice the silage additive in the fill type icons. I'm really curious to see what that means for the silage harvest mechanics. I was talking to some of the members in the staff team about it this morning because I haven't really had a lot of experience with doing silage and animal feed and such. So I'm really curious to see how Giants is going to choose to implement that. And it looks like all of the animal feed mechanics seem to have a few additional icons and stages and different things. So I can't wait to see what they do with this. Glenn, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see ya. Joe, I have played the American Life of Farming map. We have a multiplayer server running that map, and we have definitely done a handful of live streams over there. In fact, I was working on fixing some things on that map this afternoon to see if we can get some fermenting silos installed on that map. So we got a lot of animals running on the staff farm on that map, and so we're trying to make our lives easier. Austin Stanley, when is FS22 coming out? FS22 comes out in middle to end of November. I want to say it's November 22nd that it's supposed to come out. So we got a bit to clean up here in the back section, but other than that, it looks like all the main parts of this field are now have now been picked up. And so we've just got a few more minutes left here, and we should get all of this alfalfa out of the field. Let's hop back on up to the farm here, see how we're doing on the unload. It looks like we've got Code is moving stuff around, which is good, keeping things going. I'm going to grab this empty trailer from him and haul this back out to the field. Whoa. If we can avoid running into anything, that is. And we'll get our hazard lights on with this guy as well. Run this guy right out there. See if we can get it out to the back of the field here so that Nagi doesn't have so far to go for unloading his trailer. This field entrance is just a little steep too. I always hit that just a little bit too fast for the first time of the night, and feel like we're gonna need a new suspension on our vehicles. Appreciate it, Tim. Yeah, we've had to swap a few mods out tonight just to get things going on multiplayer. It's rare, but I do use a handful of mods that haven't yet been released. Modders asking me to test things out and show them off as they get ready for release. So we had a few last-minute substitutions in the save game so that we could open this up for multiplayer. It looks like Nagi's getting pretty full here too, so we're going to run this all the way back here to him. and set this thing down right here and get out of his way so that when he's ready, he can swap those wagons out. Looks like they're trying to clean up the last tidbits here in the back. It's always interesting with a pull-behind forage harvester like this to get all the little tidbits when you've got a tractor trying to drive along beside you. Yeah, exactly, Toby. FS22 is November 22nd. They probably did that on purpose. Glenn, how's it been since I went full YouTube? Well, you know, to be honest, that was probably a poor choice of wording on my part when I kind of announced it that way. I would say more, so A, it's been great, but I would say more that I've been on a sabbatical here for the second half of the year. And I get to spend a couple hours a day on YouTube, but I also spend quite a few hours a day taking care of the kids and doing some different things. With everything that's been going on, we wanted to make sure that we were able to get them kind of out and doing some activities here after having a year of being stuck doing a lot of nothing. And so I've been spending probably about 4 hours a day running the kids around each day. And so I'm really excited that school started up here and we're going to be able to get to more of a routine schedule. And I can get back to making content on a regular basis. In addition to that, just having surgery and being kind of down and out for about 8 weeks there really kind of put a dent in my ability to, you know, stay focused on things. And so I'm excited. This week is going to be my first week back full-time to a normal schedule here. We've gotten videos out as planned both days this week, so we'll see if we can continue to keep that going here as we move on. And for those maybe that missed the announcement on Facebook and YouTube community last week, I did actually start a second YouTube channel where I'll be playing a lot of different style games, not Farming Simulator. And so I've seen a lot of channels that tried to mix other content in with their Farming Simulator content, and I just didn't feel like that was a good fit for our channel or our community here. And so this channel is going to continue to be 100% Farming Simulator related content, with maybe some real life farming mixed in here and there, but we're going to be doing a second channel called Kedrick Builds, where I do base building, survival, crafting style games. And so if that's something that you might be interested in, you can check that out. There's a link to it, I think, on my main YouTube page. I linked it on Facebook and in the YouTube community here last week as well. But if you just search for Kedrick Builds, you'll find that. We're playing games like Satisfactory and Surviving Mars, and I check out the occasional indie game like Void Train, or I checked out oh my goodness, I just hit that tractor. I checked out a different game here recently as well, Volcanoids or something like that. So just somewhere where we can have a little fun and try some different things out. But Farm Sim will continue to be my primary focus. Well, I can unload into him, but I don't know if the blower is still connected. Oh, it is. It just looks a little funny there after I knocked it over, but that's probably okay. Let's see, maybe we can fix this. These blowers are notoriously painful to move around, so I'm just curious if I can grab onto it at all. Ah, well, we'll let it go. So the goal was not to unload that with my pickup truck, but rather to just park it there and make sure everything was working properly after I smashed into it. We're going to grab this empty trailer, get it out of the way, and run it back out to the field. And yeah, Derek, it's funny. I've talked to a few people, and I kind of tossed some ideas around before I did it. And this is an idea that I actually started playing with earlier in the year. And really, when I kind of put the feelers out I don't think there's a lot of overlap between the farm sim community and other gaming, so we're gonna try and keep things focused off farm sim here on the channel, and I won't be spamming you guys every day with content and advertising for stuff that you're not interested in, so we'll find a good way to balance that out. Max, if you don't mind me asking, what do I do for a living? So up until the middle of this year, I was the chief technology officer for a software company. So, you know, managed all of the software engineers and technical aspects of the company. Did that for a few years. I've been in software for most of my career. And we're taking a break now, so I guess you would say my current sole source of income is YouTube. But really, I'm more focused on the family and those types of things at the moment. And if we can make enough money doing this as a kind of a part-time thing, maybe it'll turn into a full-time job. But if not, I will likely go back to doing a real job here sometime early next year. So we'll see how it goes. If it works out, I'll be ecstatic. Not too many people get the opportunity to do something like this full-time for a living. And if it doesn't work out, it was a great way to spend half a year and get to spend a lot of time with my kids and my wife and, you know, do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have normally gotten to do. So really excited about that. So it looks like Dairy has taken over with the wagon here, direct hookup to make it a little bit easier to pick up all of these straggly bits around the field, which is probably a great choice here. So there's just a few little spots left to pick up, and we should be in a pretty good spot. So we don't need any more forage boxes out here. But I'm excited that we were able to get all of this stuff off of the field today. I wasn't sure how fast this was going to go, actually. Yeah, Derek, that's a great point. You know, it's kind of like TV. You know, I want to go to a TV channel to watch what I expect to watch on that channel. So we're going to try and keep things focused. Toby, I might pick up some more of the older school farm sim games. I had a lot of fun doing that, and every once in a while, you know, you're looking for something to just mix it up. But I think that, you know, anything I do on the channel is going to stay farming related. So, you know, I had a blast busting out the old Max's Sim Farm game, right? You know, that was a blast from the past there. I could play that game all day, and so it was a lot of fun doing a live stream on that game. And so we might do some more things like that, but it'll stay farming related here on the channel. And Jason, yeah, you're just starting your schooling in IT cybersecurity, a little late in your 30s, but better late than never. Completely agree, sir. You know, I'm going to turn 40 here in a couple of months, so I can feel you there with trying new things late in the game. But I'm doing it backwards, right? You know, I feel like I should be the teenager that's, you know, convinced himself that he can do YouTube for a living, and then realize that I can't and go get a real job rather than the other way around. But yeah, it's good to try new things, and it's great to have the opportunity to try and do something new and different. So I've got a bunch of different things that I want to try out here over the coming weeks and months still, and so we'll see how it goes. We've got all these little bits are driving Dairy nuts. I can tell he wants to go and get every single one of them. We'll have the cleanest field that we've ever harvested here after this crew is done with it. But yeah, Scott, I mean, that's a fair point. Whenever you can turn your hobby into making dollars, it's definitely cool. This is something I've been doing just for fun for almost 3 years now, I think. And so I love putting videos out on Farm Sim. And, you know, I guess that's a fair point is, you know, even if it doesn't work out as a full-time thing, it's something that I will continue to put content out even after And it might just slow down a little bit, but we're going to keep going. And that's why I'm really excited for FS22. There's a lot of great things coming to the game. And right out of the box, FS22 is going to be one of those games that is going to fit in really well here with our channel because we're going to have the option to play with seasons. We're going to have American-style equipment in base game. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how things work out. The fact that we're going to have bins and augers. We're going to have gears and tractors now. Like, it's going to be great. And so I think it's going to do really well here on the channel. And I'm really excited to see where it goes. I think it's going to be cool. So we're going to head out here. I'm going to check in on how we're doing on our grass on the other side of the field here. Moritz Farm, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you, sir. We've been so focused on picking up the grass on the other side here that I've not been paying attention to all the raking. Godly's almost done over here. He's on the last little stretch over here of our grass area. So we're going to have just tons of haylage here in the silos. I was kind of wondering if we were going to have room for all of it, seeing how much of this we're picking up now. Derek, have I hit the level of referrals to get early access? No, unfortunately I haven't. I did finally get in contact with Giants. Kerminator is our new U.S. representative, and I reached out to him on Discord and got some information, and so we're about halfway there. I think we would have to do about somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 additional purchases of Farm Sim 22 using my referral code in order to get to a point where I'll get early access to FS22. And so the way that Giants partner program works is that it's based on how many referrals you use to sell the game and other Farm Sim stuff to players. And that's a fair way to kind of move between the different levels. And so we're about halfway there. I think we need about 15 more referrals here to get there. So if you are looking to pick up Farm Sim 22, you can get the digital download from Giants. If you prefer to get the game on Steam, but you're interested in picking up the Season Pass, you can use the Season Pass from Giants to upgrade your Steam game. In fact, that's what I did. In fact, I bought my Season Pass today from the Giants website, and they have confirmed that the DLCs will work with your Steam copy. And so to test that theory, I actually bought the Potato DLC from Giants and applied it to the Steam copy of my game, and everything works out great from that. So if you're looking to get the Season Pass for FS22, or you're looking to pick up the game, if you look in the description of my videos, especially my video today, I put a new link in there for the Season Pass. If you look in the description of this video, there should be a link to FS22, and it'll take you to the Giants page, and it'll have three options. One to buy the game, one to buy the game and the Season Pass bundled together, and then a link to just the Season Pass if you already purchased the game. So use that. If you click one of my links in the description of my videos, it'll automatically apply that code, or when you get to the checkout, there's a partner code box on the checkout page that you can punch in Kedrick Farms, all one word, and that'll go towards supporting the channel. Ryan, does map have to be set up with something special to run Global Company? You just need to have the Global Company mod installed, and then any mods that then leverage Global Company on top of that. So we're apparently missing a cart here. Looks like Nagi's bringing one. Let me figure out where I parked that truck. We might as well run that down there to move the empties around. Gamer for life, are you still looking for players? How do I find my server? Never played online before. So first off, if you're looking to play multiplayer with my community, we currently host our multiplayer games are PC only at the moment, and you have to be a member of the channel, which means you hit the join button there down below the video, and you get access to the members only section of Discord and the multiplayer servers. We're currently running 3 multiplayer servers that are open to all of the members. American Life of Farming, which is not running seasons or anything like that. It's just a open server. And then we also have 2 servers that are running seasons. We're running Marksville by MRG Mapping and Oklahoma by DR Modding. And those are running seasons and precision farming and all those goodies. And then this map is special. This is my single player Autumn Oaks save that we have just moved into multiplayer today. And so that's why we've been ironing out a few technical difficulties today as we get everything set up, because this is the first time that we've played this particular map multiplayer, and it was a single player game coming into today. So I didn't even open this up to all the members. I put a feeler out, got a few volunteers, and then just opened that up for the handful of people that are on the server tonight. Jason, what is the difference between the Giants version and the Steam versions? It's just that, you know, with Steam, I like having the ease of use of, you know, keeping all my games in my Steam library and being able to launch it and download it directly from Steam. Other than that, the game itself is identical. You just, instead of getting to use Steam to manage it, you go and download it from Giants and patch it yourself. So yeah, the Ford getting it done. We've got a half a load here. I'm just gonna bring this up here by the silos so that we can get it unloaded, and I'll take the empty back out here to whoever's in the field, just to keep things moving here, hopefully. I think the biggest discovery for the day is that I need to fix the unload speed on these forge boxes. And by fix, I mean make it a little bit unrealistic, because this is Farm Sim. We don't want to wait around for hours on end. So let's go check and see how Nagi and Derry are doing over here on picking up this grass. I'm guessing Nagi's got to be getting pretty close to full here. He is indeed getting full. We're doing good, though. We've got most of our grass picked up here. I didn't expect that we'd get this far today. So I'm going to zip back over here in my slow flight mode and see if we've got an empty trailer ready yet to take it back out to the field. We should be getting close. Almost there, not quite. So there's been a lot of new things coming out with Farm Sim 22 that Giants keeps kind of just dropping little tidbits of information every few days, and I'm just really excited to see also that there's additional electric vehicles coming out for Farm Sim 22. I thought that it was kind of odd that they only released the one electric tractor, and then there was nothing else after they released that new map and DLC. And so I was really disappointed not to see more electric stuff come into the game. A couple of things by modders, but really not that much stuff. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing that be a mechanic that's more leveraged here as we get into Farm Sim 22. So we're gonna swap here right quick. Nagi's got the full, and so I'll drop him an empty. And now this truck is pulling. I am not sure it's really rated for this much weight, but we've got to get this job done here. And I know I've pulled full gravity wagons with a pickup before. Maybe not the smartest thing I've ever done, but it got it done. It was actually a big F-350 with dualies on it, something like this. I mean, this is made to look more like a Chevy. This is the Reaper Pack NMC, but you can do it in the right situation. I wouldn't try driving up a big hill or anything. Alex, you went to the dentist today to have a crown put on? Yeah. My wife actually just went and had a crown put on last week, so she had a kind of miserable experience and ended up having to go back and get it fixed, so she was in pain for a couple of days. Yeah, Jason, an electric forklift was kind of a natural extension in my opinion as well. I did see, I mean, their fact sheet has, is it an electric telehandler that they've got there that looks kind of interesting, but a forklift just kind of makes sense. Yeah, Airburger, the unload speed is going to get updated before the corn silage, because corn silage we're going to have so much more volume that this is just going to take way too long, and so we're going to up the unload speed here just a bit before then. Although I have to also check the blower to make sure that it's capable of blowing at an appropriate speed as well. I'm actually not quite sure how that mod works, and so I'll have to dig into how that's working. I've lost our work crew here. Oh, there they are. Now, the problem is I'm not sure how full they are, so I don't know if I should run this down there or not. We'll wait here. We'll see if we can fly down there just a bit and see what's going on. Unfortunately, the keyboard command for turning on super speed with easy dev tools doesn't work in multiplayer. Permas, build an 18-hole golf course on the map and then put an electric golf cart on it. Nice. Well, there's actually a couple of golf cart mods in Farm Sim already. Isn't there one on the mod hub even? I'm curious if that uses the electric mechanic. So it looks like actually we're almost full here, so maybe I should be bringing this empty down. We'll get headed down that way, because I am pretty sure that trailer is just about full. Switch. Need to get matching vehicles here and do some kind of like synchronized farm sim deal, almost like synchronized swimming. Zach, how long are we gonna be on? We usually run till about 11, give or take, 10 minutes. I think we'll be on until we finish up parts of this job. We're getting pretty good here. We're making good progress. So we've only got 2 contours left to go on our haylage here. I think we're finally getting into a good rhythm too. Yeah, Permis, I'm almost positive that there's a golf cart on the mod hub. But now, like, it's one of those, I watch DJ Goham for all of my my mod hub news, and I'm pretty sure I saw him do an episode, and he was driving around doing all kinds of crazy stuff with it. So does Giants Download allow you to install an older version of the game like Steam does? I can't recall how they do it. I know you can download the... I know you can just download the game and then you have to apply the patches yourself. What I don't know is if they maintain older versions of the game after they update it, or if they update that base installer. I've not actually done anything with it. Got Godly joining back in here real quick. Alex, can you use the gravity wagon for chopping? So you could. I think realistically it probably wouldn't work very well. They're not designed to get that kind of material out of that small funnel, and so the material would probably get hung up pretty good in a gravity box. So realistically you wouldn't want to use it. If you're just looking at it from a farm sim mechanic, you could probably get away with it. Airburger, the Green Angels farming demonstration team. There you go. See, we just need a fancy name. Get some practice in and just be driving around doing all kinds of cool synchronized activities. Oops. It looks like it's got a little bit left in it, but that's just a farm simism. It's not actually enough to be able to be dumped out, so away we go. And I think this time, knowing how full Nagi was last time, we're going to run this right back out to him and just get switched out here and keep things moving. I don't think we're in this first contour. In fact, I'm not sure we're in the second one here. There they are. We'll get right on out here. Randy, being able to back up a version is nice when an update breaks mods. Yeah, absolutely. So he doesn't quite look full yet. I'm going to circle around here and see if I can park this right up along here. I'm hoping he'll make it up this far. I guess actually I should probably be on the other side for him. He'll make it up to the end here, so I'm gonna park this facing in this direction so that as he comes up alongside it, he can just pick it up, and he should be able to finish out this contour right here. Although, as you can see from my episodes here the last couple of weeks with Lincoln Creek, I keep trying to guess what kind of capacity we have on our trailers, and every time I feel like I fail miserably on guessing how many loads we're going to pull in off of a field, how many bales we're going to make, etc. So it's always something where I'm just way off. I'm never even close. I'm usually off by, 30+%. So, and it looks like he's getting full. We probably misjudged. I'm really hoping he makes it to the end here. He'll make it. 90%, he says in chat. Good deal. Derek, good night, sir. Appreciate you coming out for the stream. Had a blast. So he's getting all hooked up here. I'm gonna go and take this full trailer back up to the yard while he's catching up to Derry here. Airburger says it looks like Giant only keeps the latest patch on their website. You could possibly find the older version somewhere online. Yeah, I guess the question is are you able to reinstall an older version of the actual game, or is the game itself come as a patched game after they release a new patch? Oh, we almost clipped that corn there. That would have not been a good situation. Julian, appreciate you coming out, sir. It is 4:30 for you over in the Netherlands. I appreciate you staying up till so early in the morning. And for those that don't know, Faber Farming is a fellow content creator on YouTube doing farm sim. So make sure to head over and check his channel out. I know he likes to live stream and do a lot of fun things with multiplayer as well. So definitely I've had a lot of fun hanging out in his streams and chilling out with folks. So check him out if you get a chance. So we're gonna run right back out here to the field. I'm thinking that for once we're probably getting ahead of our forage harvester here because there's just a little bit left down there in that corner. So I don't think it's gonna get filled up here. I could be wrong, but we're gonna park this right over here. I think they're going to get back up here and need to switch over to this next contour. The grass work never ends on this map. There's always something to do here. Let's see if we can actually run a little bit faster here. I don't want to go ridiculous fast, but maybe 4x will work. There we go. Oh, they're jumping right on over here into the next contour and getting started. And then we've got that huge section over there still. I'm not sure we'll get to that one tonight. I'll be happy if we can finish up this contour here tonight and get all of this grass into the silos. Argsy, how you doing, sir? We had one of those streams today where the first, I will say, half an hour of the stream was one technical hurdle after another. So that's what I get for trying to convert my single-player series into a multiplayer game on the fly. So we got it all sorted out. Things have been running smooth for the last hour here, so I can't complain. But now we're going way too fast. This is the struggle with not having the key bindings in multiplayer. Nagi is cranking away here with the trailer. Derry's doing a much better job than I'd be doing, picking up all of this grass. I don't know how he manages to stay on the row so well, but he's got this down. Nagi's shushing me on saying everything's working good here. Brian, you were over on Trucker Matsy's stream and it kept on stopping. Yeah, well, maybe that makes me feel better that it's not just me having issues tonight. It seems like YouTube seems to hate me on Tuesday nights. I feel like Tuesday nights is usually the worst out of the two nights, but we'll see how it goes. But actually, Toby Neal, that's not a bad idea. I can still force a save in multiplayer. I had to log off, so I have to log back in as an admin. Uh-oh. I don't remember my password. There we go. I was worried for a second there, folks. We're going to force a save. Might cause a split second of lag for everybody. But that's better than having something wonky happen with the server. We've seen that happen before. But I will say, we haven't had a single crash. The server's been pretty stable outside of the whole vehicle start-stop thing for me. And so, oh, I was just getting ready to bring this trailer down to Nagi, and here he is coming to pick it up. So I'll let him get his trailer and get out of the way, and then I'll grab mine. Oh, I'm still in his way, it looks like. But yeah, the whole crashing every 5 minutes thing that I was having in single player, we haven't had that issue tonight at least, so I've got that going for me. Cooper Curry, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see you again. Brian, there's a storm in Ontario, big one. Yeah, it must have been the storm that passed through the Michigan area here a little bit earlier this evening, because we had a doozy of a storm probably an hour, maybe 2 hours before the live stream here. And so I was actually thinking we were probably going to lose power based on the amount of wind and lightning we were seeing. So you guys are probably getting what we were having a little while ago. All right, let's pull around here. I'm sure this other wagon's all emptied and waiting for me because we've been goofing off over here in the field. Poor Code is over here managing trailers. Out here off camera, Code, and between Code and Godly, these guys picked up the least glamorous jobs of the stream. They're kind of off in the corners doing the important work, getting things done. We'll get this right back out there. Looks like they got hung up on the end of the field there on something. Probably getting turned around by the road. It's always funny to me how Farm Sim is still, after all of this time, loading in chunks of that field, because that field should be in the final growth state, which is going to look like the harvested texture with seasons. But there's still chunks of the ground out there that haven't loaded in after all this time that I've been on the server. Or even here. Like, what's up with this corn? I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there you go. See? If I just run out here, this chunk will update. But it's like, come on, Farm Sim. Get your stuff together. What are we doing here? Why is there one square of corn in the middle of this field? It makes no sense to me. So we're going to run this down here, get spun around, and follow Nagi back up. It looks like he's not quite full yet, so we've got a minute before he needs to switch out here. But we'll be in position and ready to go. Toby, it looks like you got a pretty good group of helpers helping out tonight. This winter after harvest I'll join so I can play with y'all. That'd be awesome, Toby. I'd love to get you in here playing with us. Then you can harass me in real time about all the stuff I'm messing up. That's what I love most about my members and my staff team. We've got a couple of the members-only chat channels, the staff chat channels, and they are good for letting me know when I'm doing something wrong. So I don't mind getting called out on stuff as long as it's done politely. So I always appreciate the comments on the YouTube videos as well, especially right now. I was recording today's video, and I just know how many of you I've got, how many members of the community are in the Nebraska area, and I'm just sitting there thinking, oh man, I don't even want to go down this road. I'll just wait, and they can fill in the audience on the appropriate real-life information here for the area. So that's been the funnest part for me with doing Farm Sim, is getting to reach out and learn about all the different farming techniques in different parts of the country and really different parts of the world. So honestly, for me, that's the funnest part of all of this, is getting to talk to real life farmers and all over the world and learn something new while we're creating these videos. So hopefully I can take some of that information and knowledge and share it with other people. We have finally caught back up here with Code on his great unloading skills. We could definitely use one more tractor on this farm, I think, if we were going to run with everybody here. Although it looks like Godly might have just finished raking up all the grass, so we might be able to put his tractor on a forage box here now, once he gets all done. But I know Godly, and he's heading to the pressure washer right over here. He's going to wash this equipment up all spick and span, because well, that's the kind of guy Godly is. And I'm looking forward to getting out to some farms here in the next several weeks. I'm already talking to a couple of people. We might try to pull our schedule up a little bit. It sounds like harvest is happening a little bit earlier this year in some areas. And so I want to get out and start visiting some farms. I know a lot of silage work is already well underway, if not wrapping up by now. And I expect to see a lot of people out in the fields in the next 1 to 2 weeks. So I got to get my butt in gear. We got to get some things on the calendar here. And I need to start making some real plans for this road trip I'm taking out west. So we're getting close, folks. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I've been doing a little bit of research to see if I want to upgrade my camera that I have for real world stuff. Got a cheesy webcam here that works fine for live streaming, but if I want to get out and be mobile, I'd like to get something that can grab some decent quality video and be a little bit more portable than what I've got right now. So I've done a lot of shooting with my DSLR in the past that works really well, but that's not the kind of thing that you take out on the farm. And I've got a small 4K kind of GoPro knockoff, but I'm not sure it's up to the task. So we're gonna have to play with that a little bit and do some testing. So I've got a couple of people lined up here to hopefully kind of try and do our initial farm tour here and see how well the video comes out. Somebody that's close. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple of weeks here. Derry's like, can you guys get your act together? I'm sitting here waiting. Can't seem to hook a trailer up for anything tonight. Yeah, the GoPros are nice because they're kind of designed to, you know, be jostled and take a beating. There's a few other ones out there that work out pretty well. I've got an off-brand, you know, GoPro knockoff that seems to work okay, but it's on the older side, so we'll have to see. Most of the content I put out on the channel actually is 4K, believe it or not, and that's just so that I can get a reasonable level of quality with YouTube. And so I can always upscale the video, but I'd like to get something that's capable of shooting 60 FPS and preferably in 4K. So we'll see how it goes. The amount of learning I've had to do about audio and video over the last couple of years as we've grown the YouTube stuff is absolutely amazing. I never thought I would spend quite that much time learning about different audio compression and video compression techniques, but we've definitely picked up a lot of skills over the last couple of years. Excuse me. So I'm going to park this thing out of the way here, and Godley's got an actual tractor we can put on the other trailer here, which is going to make things work out a lot better so we don't have to keep swapping everything around. So every tractor now has its own trailer, so Code doesn't have to just swap tractors anymore. He can actually drive on out here to the field and do a little bit of carting if he wants. And I'm going to jump up here into camera mode and see if we can get some cool shots of the last little bit of our forage harvesting here. I don't know, what do you call it when you're picking up grass like this with a, I don't know, a pickup head on a forage harvester? There's got to be a technical term for this because we're not actually chopping it right now. Foraging? This is one of those things where I expect to get about 10 different responses in the chat channel, but foraging sounds like the appropriate terminology here. Toby looked at him the other day. Don't want to be using your phone for the YouTube channel you're starting. Next, yeah, the next check's coming out for a lot of people. That's a few people I've talked to are like, yeah, I'm getting a new microphone or a new camera. So, Toby Haylage. I guess we are still chopping the hay, right? This thing here is actually chopping it up after we pick it up, come to think of it. In Wisconsin, you guys still call it chopping? Okay, that makes sense. I guess when I think of a chopper, I think of a self-propelled forage harvester with, you know, the corn chopping head on it, but this thing would still be chopping it up here as it goes through. Whoops, I don't want to get in there. It would still be chopping it up as it goes through here. I can't adjust my height here at all. So let me turn my HUD back on here, see what I'm missing. Gary's heading out. Appreciate you swinging by, dude. It was a lot of fun having you in here. And I suppose that means I'm on chopper duty here, so I've got to get all my UI elements all worked out here. Interestingly, we've used up 2/3 of a tank of fuel tonight, just chopping this haylage. See if we can get our camera into position and stuff. Here we go. So I'm going to swing all the way over here. We're just going to run down the road here and get going on this next section over. Give Code a chance to catch up here. There we go. Oh. So we'll try gentle movements here. Now, Derry did such a great job. I mean, look over there. There's not a speck of hay left in the field. So we've got to do our best here to try and compete with his impeccable job driving the chopper here. It's gentle movements. This reminds me a lot, actually, of all the farming we did on FSN. There were times where the lag would be incredible on some of the multiplayer servers there, because you'd have, 16 people on a server sometimes, and you just have to do very small, gentle movements. One of the first farm sim experiences I had where I intentionally drove well under my maximum working speed with certain jobs just to make sure that I didn't end up in a ditch on the other side of the map. Stranded Canson, how you doing? Appreciate you swinging by, sir. I know you've been crazy busy the last couple of weeks. Hope you had a wonderful evening catching up with your out-of-state friends. And we're not doing as good of a job as Derry here, but we're doing pretty good. I have only missed a couple of small tidbits here, I think, so. And I'm still amazed at, honestly, how fast we're filling up these trailers. We're pulling in a lot of hay. Originally, I was thinking about leaving some of this out in the field to dry so that we could turn it into more bales, but I really just don't think we need that many more bales. I think that the grass, turning this into haylage, is going to be a much better fit for us. Strand Canson, how's it going tonight? We had a rough start, but it's been going good now. We've got a, is it Mayor? Forage wagon here. Love this thing. These have been really good mods. Appalachia's Modding put them together, but Diniz Farms had them hosted on his site, so I grabbed a ton of stuff from Diniz Farms when we were getting this series set up. So our box there is full. I'm looking to see where we're at. Looks like Godly Devil and Nagi are unloading here. So hopefully we've got another box coming soon. Now that we've got 3 different tractors for unloading, we should be able to keep things moving. I don't see movement, so I'm going to jump back over here just to see see where we're at. Well, everything's unloading at the pace of molasses, it looks like. Almost there. We'll blame the blower tractor. We need to get a bigger tractor on the blower. Actually, let me see if I can... well, I don't want to move it. I'll wait until Godly pulls away and starts moving. I'll see if I can reconnect this thing to the downspout here so it doesn't look so goofy. There we go. It looks like he's all emptied out. And I think I can put this right in there. Perfect. And Nagi's gonna be good for pulling forward here. Oops. We're gonna just run him over. He's like right under the trailer. Oh, I've got the dumb... I gotta start the tractor twice to be able to drive it. Oh, we squished him. It actually makes me feel worse that his character moved when I ran him over. All right, yeah, the farm accident counter is going up here. All right, let's get this over and get going here again. I think Godly's gonna be catching up with me in just a second. We're filling up his bucket here with the leftovers in the chopper. And away we go. Ryan, still catching up on this series, but glad to see it's going well. Is this an open server? So not an open server. It's it was a single player game. That this is the first time I have opened it up to multiplayer, and I've opened it up just to a select number of the channel members. So if you join the channel, you get access to the members only section of the Discord and to our multiplayer servers. We have a number of different multiplayer servers, and starting today, my Autumn Oaks live streams will now also include a multiplayer elements when we have jobs that we need multiple people for, which honestly, given all the animal work and stuff on this farm, is going to be pretty much every stream from this point forward. And so I thought this would be fun, but it's not quite an open game, so it'll be open to probably, you know, somewhere between 2 and 4 people, depending on what jobs we have going on. And I do plan on getting back onto the other multiplayer servers that we have and doing some more casual live streams with the multiplayer servers at some point. I've got plans to stand up 2 new multiplayer servers here in the near future. So we'll be definitely checking out some new maps here soon for multiplayer. Excuse me. I've got the like hiccups after I drink the water there, and I'm trying to like force the hiccups down, and we might have a couple of outbursts here in the next few moments. Oh goodness. So this is the last of our grass here, finally. We've been going on this grass harvest here for a little over 2 hours now. We are past our normal stopping time, but I think we're going to keep going. I think we're going to try and finish this job out here tonight and see if we can get all this grass picked up. Have I hit the wagon yet? No, I don't know. Well, yeah, actually we did. I was driving the wagon, and I pulled out right in front of the chopper tractor here and got T-boned earlier in the night, so I did do that. But so far for this, we've been doing pretty good here. I suppose I could turn my HUD on. Nagi's back, and oh, it looks like he's Godly Devil is full. So we're going to pause here for a moment. He's either full... Oh, no, I just got out of sync with him there. We just weren't loading the appropriate part of the tractor. There we go. He's getting full, though. It looks like he's almost there. Now he's got to be full. Nope. We just need to be closer to the back of the tractor. Or the trailer, I mean. The interesting part with Farm Sim fill planes, it gets a little bit finicky at times. It's got to be close, though. I mean, it just looks full from here. There he goes. So we filled that one up, and look, we've got Nagi coming with another empty trailer right behind him here. So no downtime on this exchange. And Nagi's going to pull over here on our left side. Harley Quinn, appreciate you coming out to the stream. Have a good one. What the heck is growing in my oat field? Yeah, I don't even know what's going on over there. That's some kind of new multiplayer mutant field. And then here, though, actually... Okay, we're going to stop annoy Nagi a little bit. We have our narrow row soybeans. Look at this. These nice 15-inch rows. Look at how thick the soybeans look here. It's pretty awesome. I'm digging it. We're in some kind of weird floating mode. We're missing a bit, but this lines up with the previous run, so we'll pick that back up next time. But I don't know what's going on with the oat field. I assume if I were to start walking around out there, it would update and draw the appropriate crop textures, but who knows? It's either bugged because of multiplayer or, I don't know, something weird's happened. We're missing a strip here. It's driving me nuts. So much hay getting left on the field. There we go. We're getting there. I should probably be using GPS. That would help me drive straight. So we've got, what, one more round, 2 more rounds here to go? And we'll pick everything up. What I'm also curious about is how much has gone into the silo today. If I was a better driver, I could look while we were driving, but I'll wait until we get turned around here so I don't end up wrapped around this telephone pole. I'd rather miss a few bits than crash into something at this point and have to deal with getting it unstuck. Try and pick up this little bits here on the headland. Did a horrible job of that. So I'm just gonna pull back into this row. We'll worry about the little bits at the end. Luckily this field isn't by the road for the neighbors to see exactly. It's not like we're trying to impress anybody back there. Somebody left the sprayer on and killed some stuff off, and we've just got a bunch of weeds growing there. Alright, so we're going straight-ish. Let's pop open the menu here. I want to see the fermenting silo here. Haylage, we got to 80% full here almost, so we really filled up this silo quite a bit. And so that's going to take a while to get moved over to the other side, which will be good. Brian, yeah, I've climbed enough poles later. Oh, I heard the honk, so we're going to stop here. We got another trailer coming. Looks like this one's full. TWBC Ranch, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're catching us towards the end of this job. We've got just a couple more passes left in the back half of this contour. My little guy was playing with my fan right before the live stream, And apparently he set a timer and it turned itself off. So let me fix that. We get really hot here in the office where I'm recording because I've got the big lights and everything on to light up the green screen here. And if I don't have some air moving around in here, like, I start to get faintish. It's probably 85 plus degrees in here right now, so we're starting to feel the impact of having our air turned off for most of the stream here. Crazy kids. He thinks it's funny too, because I'm always like, stop playing with that, don't mess with it. And he tries to be sneaky, and so he like runs by and punches the button and then runs upstairs before I catch him. Yeah, this is Autumn Oaks. It's the edit that Diniz Farms did of Autumn Oaks. He added a lot of his improved animal mechanics and some additional crops and different things like that. And so the dairy and cattle mechanics on this map and the feed mechanics that go along with them have been changed pretty substantially. So it's been fun to kind of play around with it here. There is a link in the description to Diniz Farms' Facebook page. I don't know how I ended up in the chopper tractor here. It's probably my least, I was going to say least favorite, but I'll change that to say it's probably the thing that I'm the least good at. Somehow I find a way to put myself into the worst possible jobs. There we go. All right, we're trying to get onto a new row here. My row magically ended there, so we've got, who is this? This is probably Code here behind us, getting lined up. We're throwing everybody off here. Yeah, we've got the members-only chat going in the background, and I left my mic open in Discord, so I'm driving them absolutely nuts, I'm sure, because I talk non-stop for 2 hours during the stream. So there's a little bit of discussion, I think, in the background right now where they're trying to figure out how to turn me down so that they can still hear each other. So next time we'll play with that again a little bit. That was something I didn't think of ahead of the stream here. It's been a little bit since we did multiplayer. Gail, appreciate that sub there. I always forget I've got the subscriber notifications back on here in the stream. And it's always fun seeing people subscribe to the channel. We keep growing like crazy. It's been really humbling to see how many people want to keep coming back for more content every day. Oh my goodness, he is doing such a good job of not running into me. I'm trying my best to run him into the trees. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try and spin back around here and catch this row. Drop this down here. And we're back off here. Looks like Code's probably in the high 80s for fill percentage here, so we've got a hopefully another trailer, yep, right behind us there. So as soon as he fills up, we'll be able to get him going. I'm gonna blame lag here, but it's probably just my bad driving. Looks like he's pulling out, so Godly Devil's gonna come up right behind us here. And it looks like he probably dropped the loader off of the front of the tractor so that he stopped picking up grass with it. So we've got a much more efficient setup here now. Oh, I'm missing some grass. We're gonna have to crowd Godly into the woods now too. Oh. So we're almost done here. We can feel the end. This is this is the reason why we usually wrap things up after about 2 hours. I start getting loopy towards the end of a 2-hour stream. I'm just like, I can't even drive straight anymore. But then I realized I didn't drive straight in the first place, so. The forage harvester here, so this part always throws me off. The header for this thing is like offset even further off of the pickup. So I'm always trying to line it up with the center of the red from the back, but it's really the yellow basket here that I need to be lining things up with, so. Noggy, Derry's gonna have to log in afterwards just to clean up all the grass I'm missing. It's the kind of thing he'd do. Toby, only thing harder than figuring out a turnabout is following Kettering in a forage harvester. Pretty much. Yeah, that's the one thing. Vehicle speed sync will keep you going the same speed, but it doesn't have the left or right controls for my erratic movements. And follow me is just out. Like, the AI doesn't stand a chance at keeping alongside me, so. Ryan, you wish you could play on maps with squiggly fields. Can't do it anymore without GPS. Yeah, it's funny, as I've gotten so used to playing with GPS that one of the reasons why I kind of stuck to this map was I wanted to force myself to have to do most of my driving myself. And so this is the series where we're, you know, being, I'll say, a little bit more realistic here. We're actually driving most of the fields ourselves because we can't get Courseplay to do stuff like this. I've had so many people say, why don't you just plow all these contours together into one field so you don't have to deal with it? And it's like, it's beside the point. We've got to do it. Got to take on that challenge. So I'm going to try really hard to pick up these squiggly bits down here. We've got just a couple of patches, or at least big patches. Got to push a lane over here to see if I can pick up just this little bit. There we go. And I'm not going to worry about getting it perfect, but there's some pretty big spots right here that I'd like to pick up. There we go. That spot, and then I'll back up and get this other little spot. The forage harvester has the smallest little bit of buffer capacity, so you can pick up a little bit and then get next to the trailer and it'll spit it out. You gotta love farm sim mechanics for that sometimes. Alright, so I think that's all of this. Let me, if I lift up my header here, I can go a lot faster to get down to the other part of the field here. Kendrick is the only guy you know that uses GPS to bale wheat straw? Exactly. I have no shame in admitting that I was using a lot of GPS in that last episode of Lincoln Creek. In the future, I'll just use Courseplay to do the harvesting so that I can then use Courseplay to also do the baling. Oh my goodness, we're all over the place. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the outside lane here, I think. TWBC, you used Courseplay on maps like this, but got annoyed with how we activate every time you press the right click. You can turn right click activation off in Courseplay now. It's a global setting. It's super easy, and that used to annoy me a lot. That and the click on vehicle to switch option would cause me to lock up and crash the game sometimes, so that was always kind of a pain. Alex, you can't hire in-game workers to bale as far as I know, but you can set up Courseplay to do it for you. And so that's almost the equivalent of hiring a worker. You just have to use the same course that you used to harvest the grain in the first place and run a tractor with a baler on there. So it looks like Godley's about full, and we've got our next tractor in line behind him here. So let's stop here before we start spilling it all over the place. And get our next tractor pulled up. And see if I can actually get back on my row here. There we go. Best thing I ever did was remap courseplay to a user button on your mouse. Yeah. So I just used the delete key on the keyboard to bring up the courseplay menu. That's the alternate control by default. And I just turn off the right-click to activate option. In fact, if I turn my HUD on, I can stop for just a moment and come in here. If you come to the gear icon and go to Advanced Settings, you have the vehicle-based option where you can turn off and on the right-click HUD. But if you come to the gears, these are the global settings that apply across all of your vehicles. And if you deactivate right-click HUD right here, and I also like to deactivate the click to switch and the show, where'd it go? There's a show keybinds in the F1 menu. You turn these off and your usability goes way up with courseplay so that it's not taking over your gameplay experience when you don't want it to. Oh, we turned way too tight. Let's get back into the row here. There we go. Every time I stop to do something else, I get out of my groove. TWC, at this point, you're just going to delete courseplay and use GPS. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think a lot of people get frustrated with courseplay and just kind of throw in the towel, myself included. It's funny, I've been using more and more of the base game worker from time to time to do things, just because it's easier than setting up a course sometimes and dealing with all the headaches that courseplay can bring. But at the same time, there's just some things that courseplay really adds a lot to the game and lets you tackle those big maps a lot better. So it just depends on how many concurrent machines you need to have running, because trying to do some of these things with the base game worker is just a recipe for disaster. Bryson, welcome to the stream, man. We're getting there. Just a couple of passes left. And unfortunately, they're in some awkward spots. I've been jumping over my rows here a little bit, it looks like. I don't know how we got ourselves into this pattern for the grass, but here we are. Let's see here. So I guess we can zip down here to the end. Where's this thing end? Let's, whoa, not drive through our oats. Let's head right back up here and try and take this single strip that we've got left here down to the end. So I'm gonna get turned around here. There we go. Got the whole procession following me on my crazy adventures, trying to decide what grass we're gonna pick up next. Got a little bit of a fishtail going here. Polycount, welcome back to the stream, man. Good to see you. Coleman, yeah, ArcZ's doing a great job on his big 16x map there with courseplay. He's been tackling some massive fields. We've got Robin in the Discord server here as well, that's been posting pictures of his playthrough on Peace River, and he's farming the entire map plus some at this point, so that's been pretty epic to see. I don't have the fortitude to tackle anything quite that big. All right, now we're in decide which bits of mist we're gonna pick up here. So I'm gonna try this part here. And then we might try and get a few of these parts in the middle, maybe not. I don't know how good of a job I'm gonna do pushing Nagi out of the way here to pick up this big pile. Oh, and then we're missing it anyway, so just epic fails all around here. We're gonna let the rest of that go. We're gonna head on across the road here to get to the last bits in the corner here of our grass. And I'll say course play seems to work better on the more regular shaped fields you have. If you get some really wonky fields that have really small curvy areas, that's when you tend to run into trouble. If your curves are more gradual, it's not really that big of a deal. Ryan, you're playing on fields of Madison County right now, and with those wonky fields, you like it a lot? Yeah, so that's me. Like, if the fields are completely boxy, I get bored with a map pretty quickly, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't tried a lot of, maps that seem to be popular with some people. I like there to be some curves and stuff in my fields. I like to, I don't know, it feels more natural to me. Brian, how much space is left in the silo? That's a great question. We were at 800,000 out of our million liters a little bit ago when I looked. I will check again here before the end of the stream. We're in the nitty-gritty here, trying to turn around on all of these spots on the end here, so it's kind of hard to bring the menu up. Let me see if we can get turned around here. And we'll check real quick because now I'm curious. It's this silo. And we're at 969 and climbing here. So somebody's loading into the silo now. And we've already fermented 255,000 liters. And so we're going to hit the cap on that silo here before we're done tonight for sure, which is kind of cool. Was not expecting to get this much off of the fields for sure, and so this is going to keep some cows fed for quite a while. Yeah, Taz, me too. I'm just not a big fan of the boxy fields. We're crashing into each other here, trying to go around the curve. So we're gonna try and pick up this little bits while we're here, and then I'm gonna spin all the way around and get lined up right here, and we'll take it on the outside this time so it's not as big of a struggle. Whoops. Waiting for our slow spout here to get spun around to the trailer. Somebody needs to get out there and grease it, apparently. It's spinning mighty slow tonight. Alright, almost done. We can see the end. Although we're just missing an absolutely enormous amount of this swath here. I keep falling for the fact that I don't need to line the wheels up on the windrow here, but rather I need to get this yellow basket over it. I think next time we do a massive chopping job on this farm, we're going to call in a custom crew and get a big self-propelled chopper out here to do all the work for us. All right, we've got, what, 3 passes left here, and they're short ones. Let's see if we can actually not oversteer like crazy here on this. This is the job I should have had going when I had the wife get on the stream. I should make her try and drive this thing. Then we'll see how she does. Toby, not sure the 8R is big enough for the Forge Box trailer. Hey, you use the tractor you got for the job. We probably could have dropped the duals off of it before we came out here, but who wants to go through all that work? We just need to get a 9RX out here to run the chopper now. That would be the perfect fit. I'm sure the 9RX could handle pulling this chopper just fine. Alright, so I think we've got most of it here. Oh, we've got one spot up here left that we've got to get. So let me get spun around. Oh! And we'll try and pick this up here. Nope, nope, he didn't turn. We're not going to get our spot. This thing is so much wider than it looks. As far as like how far away from what you're trying to pick up you have to be. I don't know if it's that I'm used to larger tractors, or if it's just the pull-behind forage harvester that I despise. There we go. We're going to call that good enough. Oh, hey, we've got a whole strip over here in this contour that we somehow forgot about. Whoa, the 8R almost went over. All right, well, we're going to figure out how to pick this up. It looks like it's just the strip across the road, so we'll come on here and get lined up and pick this little bit up, because this is not an insignificant amount of grass, and also I don't really want it running across the road here. I'm curious to see if Nagi's going to have enough room in his cart for all of this. Well, the way I pick things up probably won't be a problem. Why is my... I'm suddenly... I must not be folded out anymore. I must have hit the button to fold this thing up. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, though, while it's on right now. I can't unfold it again. I've messed up our forage harvester. There we go. All right. We are now, hopefully, all picked up. Let's get this run back up to the farm, and then I want to take one final look and see how full we are. See how much we're going to have left sitting in trailers at the end of the job today while we wait for some of the silage to ferment so we can shove the rest of it in there. And yeah, we've got animals here are starting to grow pretty good. We've got a total of 30 animals. You can see we've got about a half a year until we start having calves here, so can't wait for that. The rest of the game mechanics on this map really don't start to shine until you start the whole calving and dairy milking processes. So I'm going to go ahead and run this tractor right over here. Looks like we're all lined up for the pressure washer. See if I can get it up here without running over our truck. And if we push Control G and come in here and check out our fermenting silo, we're right up against the cap here, almost at the 1 million liters. Oh, it's 1,040,000 liters, so, or 40,000 liters. So we should just get the rest of this in here. You can see we haven't moved that much. We were in the 200,000 liters last time I checked on this for the output, so it's not really moving that fast as far as converting it to fermented silage, which is good. You wouldn't want to see that go too fast. And so we're almost there. It looks like we've got 38K more capacity. I do see that the blower is still going here. And so I'm just kind of curious to see if I can jump up here and see how much we've still got in the trailer. Looks like the trailer's about half full now, so we might not actually get it all into this silo after all. It's hard to tell. We'll probably get it in there. So with that, we've had a blast here. We got all of the grass picked up here from the big area. We got all the alfalfa picked up from the back area here. And so I think really the next thing on this map is going to be getting into the corn silage here and then into our regular harvests after that. So hopefully you've enjoyed the stream tonight, despite all of our technical difficulties. It's been a blast for me getting to hang out with some of the members and do some farming, getting to hang out with everybody in the audience and chat with all of you tonight. It's been awesome. And yeah, hopefully you guys had a wonderful holiday weekend for those in North America. And we're all back at it now. Kids are all getting back into school, so we're kind of hitting that fall stretch. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and yeah, that's all for tonight. Kedrick out.